We are back on Dr. Walls and Friends live on the Sisters in Harmony Network with Tamika Newhouse and our fresh chapeaus. Should we pose for the people? Should we pose? All right, y'all. Okay. So before the commercial break, we started to talk about the business of writing.
Yes.
Because so many times people don't take that part into consideration.
Not sometimes, a lot of the times.
All right.
Yeah. A lot of people are, call it what it is, very ignorant when it comes to this business. And with anything you get into, you need to research it. You need to know that information for yourself, not based off of what somebody tells you. It's a lot of different elements in this business, from promoters, publicists, publishers, bloggers, designers, ebook converters, whatever you can think. I mean, it's a lot.
Yes.
Event coordinators, book clubs, conference organizers, talent managers. I mean, it's like this industry is just like any other industry.
Yes.
When it comes to like music, Broadway, because we're in New York, movies.
Yes.
Modeling. I mean, anything you can think of. And then you have those vultures that try to come at you for, they're going to feed off of your ignorance.
Right.
So if you don't know what something necessarily costs, they're going to try to overcharge you or tell you to send me this and I'll do this for you. And if you don't necessarily know, if you don't take heed to or be smart and be cautious, you could be very well taken advantage of.
True.
So even if you're not, say for instance, you're not going to go to self-publishing, you're going to go to the publisher or something like that, still know the business.
Yes.
And if you have a publisher like me, because I am an independent publisher as well, and I have 16 authors,
Wonderful.
I talk to them directly. And if you have the opportunity to talk to your author directly, and they're willing to express this and express that, ask questions. Why not? I mean, it's not going to hurt for you to know this information.
Exactly. Now, how did you transition from being an author into being a publisher?
Well, I was talking to someone earlier, and he was telling me, if you want to do it, just go ahead and do it. Don't wait for someone to do it for you.
That's right.
That's how I was with my book, The Ultimate No-No. I discovered the art of self-publishing in 2008. And when I discovered that, I was like, wait a minute, I don't have to get a book deal for my book to come out?
Right.
Like, are you kidding me? Like, I didn't know. So when I found out, I went and researched. Google was my best friend. I went and bought some literature, and I reached out to other authors. And I went and learned the business for myself, and I self-published my very first book. Okay. I want to say I published 2 books before I met another author by the name of Anna Black. And she became my protege at the end of the day. To this day, she would outsell me. I'm like, really? Wow. Yeah, she would outsell me. That's crazy. But I pretty much, once I started to learn the business on myself, I only took on one other author, and it was me and that one other author for forever and a day, maybe 3 years. Okay. Because I want to know how to market myself. Yes. I want to get my name out there. I want to network with people and be in touch with people that could create opportunities. And then I need to know how to be a publisher to somebody else, because marketing me and promoting me is different from marketing and promoting somebody else. Very much so, yes. And you will see a lot of people that want to call themselves publishers these days. I mean, I'm talking to you. Right. And you don't necessarily know the business. But you're bringing on like 20 other people and you're trying to publish them so that you can make a quick buck. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to be able to know how to do that process and to make them successful, because I'm a writer. This is writing, these are my babies. And I wouldn't want somebody to do me like that. So I'm going to do someone the same way I want to be treated. Right. Yeah. Right.
So now you are 5 years in.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah, I came in at 20. I'm now, I came into the business at 20. I came into publishing at 21. Okay. And I'm now 27. Wow. So about 6 years.
6 years. Yes. Yeah. And so now moving forward, as you talked about Broadway, off air, we talked a little bit about movies. Right. Any thought about transitioning?
I want to transition into entertainment. Yes. I want to do more of hosting and brand management and being an ambassador for different products. I'm more pushing my own personal brand image in that realm. Okay. But when it comes to my projects and then when it comes to my company Delphine, I want to adapt these books into something more. Maybe films, maybe stage plays and things like that. The Bible says faith without work is dead, Right. And they say you don't just sit back and just pray and say, oh God, give me $1,000 and $1,000 drop into your pocket.
Right.
No, you have to still go out there and put towards effort.
Right.
So although I have faith that that's going to happen, I'm not going to sit back and just wait for it to happen.
Yes.
So in hopes for it to happen, I travel a lot.
Okay.
I shake hands. I network. I see who is who. I'm nosy. So I go in there, who are you talking to? Who are you talking to? You know, so I will see, you know, who I can meet to put me in a position where they're interested in working with me.
Right.
And so hopefully I will, you know, that opportunity will come up, you know, but I'm going to die trying.
All right. And keep it moving.
And then when I die trying, I mean, you know, I'm going to instill in my children for them to carry on a torch.
Right.
You know, for, keep this name going, keep this business going. I named the company after my mother.
Okay.
So that would never die anyway.
Okay.
So this is a family business. And I take my children with me wherever I go.
Okay.
Like, we're on the road. My son, he helps me sell the books. My daughter, she helps collect information from the readers.
All right.
And we just go at it. My daughter's 11, my son's 6, and they already know that this don't come easy. You want some shoes? Okay, you want to go on a family trip? Okay, well, you gotta help mama sell some books.
Mommy has to sell X number of books.
We gotta sell some books.
That's right.
So,
Either of them looking like writers?
my daughter keeps telling me about it. She's gonna be the next writer, and my daughter truly admires what I does. What I do, but she doesn't necessarily understand the hard work it takes to do that.
Okay.
And so I'm trying to instill in her hard work because she can be a little bit lazy. She's only 11, so I'm trying to give her the benefit of the doubt.
Yes.
But I always tell her, nobody handed this to me. This wasn't given to me. These opportunities just didn't fall in my lap.
Right.
I had to go and get them and then create my own opportunities.
Exactly.
So I said, if you want to write, okay, well, you got to put in work. I'm not going to just publish a book because you say you want to put a book out.
Right.
I'm not going to do that. You know, what are you going to do for yourself? I refuse to cripple my children. Because at the end of the day, they're not going to be under my umbrella. They have to go out and have to be their own person.
Yes.
And it's up to me to make sure that they know how to go out there and be their own person, create their own opportunities, can take care of themselves, won't be taken advantage of. So, I mean, I'm not a tough mom, but I mean, I'm not going to make my children lazy either.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. I always, whenever I talk to parents and teachers as well, I always tell them our role is to help children, help youth become successful adults.
That's the Bible says, raise your children up in the way they should go.
Right.
So, I mean, if you're not going to do nothing and they grow up not to be nothing,
Right.
what do you expect? I mean, what did you do? What did you contribute?
Exactly.
So, yeah.
Exactly. Well, we're going to take a quick break and we're going to come back. We're going to tell the people about your company,
Okay.
how they can get in contact with you.
Okay.
And if we have any authors out there, find out how maybe you can become one of our authors.
Oh my gosh.
All right, so we'll be back shortly on Dr. Walls and Friends.